So what is the difference between having an out-of-body experience and escaping the matrix? Or as I call it, waking up within the dream. Stay tuned because I'm going to answer this question for you. And this question actually opens up a much larger, much deeper discussion about how to achieve happiness, immortality, and fulfillment in life. So stay tuned. Hi, this is Michael William Denny of the ThunderWizard.com YouTube channel. So today I want to answer a question from one of my Master Shamanism apprentice students. Her name is Renee, and she asked that question. What is the difference between having an out-of-body experience and waking up within the dream, as I call it, or many people call it escaping the matrix? Now, I don't know what Renee's underlying need behind that question was, and I'm sure when we have our private session together, because she's one of my students, I'll probably learn more. But it's got me thinking, because the majority of the time when people ask these kinds of questions, they're operating from an assumption. First, what they're looking for is they're looking to be free of their pain. They're looking to be free of their misery, their confusion, their loneliness, whatever it is that they believe to be the illusion of the matrix, the illusion of life, whatever that is for them, they're looking for a way out of that. And so because our brains are evolved in such a way, we are looking to always solve problems. And so we want to figure out, how can I fix that problem? Whenever we're in pain, we're asking, how can I fix that problem? If we're in a lot of emotional pain and we don't know exactly what's causing it, we look for the problem. This is why people blame other people for their problems, because the brain is trying to figure out, what's the cause of that? Oh, you did it. Oh, it's Donald Trump. Oh, it's Hillary Clinton. Oh, it's, modern this, that. I know, because my brain does the same thing. So we're looking for something to blame so that we can fix the problem. In this case, the assumption behind this question, if I'm hearing it right, is that the discomfort, the pain, the misery, the confusion, the whatever that I have about this life, if I can just escape my body, if I can escape the matrix, I will be free of that pain or that misery or that loneliness or that confusion or whatever the problem is. And so, before I answer the question, what's the difference between an out-of-body experience and escaping the matrix, I first have to address that that won't solve the problem. If you're wanting to escape your body through an out-of-body experience, whether that's through meditation, whether that's through using plant teachers like ayahuasca, whether that's through astral travel, shamanic journeying, indulgence in, chemicals, partying, whatever it is that you use to escape, you have to understand that the assumption that you're operating from, if I can just escape, it'll all be okay, is a false assumption. So once you get to that, then, because, people ask me this, if you can escape the matrix, why are you still in your body? And it's because I choose to be here. I don't want to escape this matrix I've created. I like this matrix I've created. Waking up within the dream means that you have control over the matrix that you create. It is a shamanic truth that everything in your life, internally and externally, is a manifestation of your own internal state of being. If you have physical illness, it means that your body is symbolizing the struggle that you have. For instance, lungs, if somebody has pneumonia, or somebody has bronchitis, or somebody has some other kind of lung infection, that's deep sadness. Sometimes it's anger that's turned into, lots of times sadness is hiding a deep anger. It's deep sadness. So that's just one example. If you have chaos in your life, where you have people in your life that are controlling you, manipulating you, that means that's what you're doing to yourself. And they are simply symbolizing that. Now, that doesn't take away the very real pain of being in like an abusive relationship or having grown up in an abusive environment. I'm not trying to minimize that. Understand that the soul is much, much, much bigger than this life that we live. It's a symbol of the struggle that you have within inside your soul. So waking up within the dream means that you wake up to the reality that, hey, I can control this. This is all my doing. And then you can make intentions. Now it takes power. And the power comes through the energy work that I teach. If you're not familiar, please go and watch the video about the energy practices, the shamanic energy work. This is what meditation is about. Meditation, you know, energy work gives you the power to make decisions, to make intentions. Meditation gives you the ability to look at things objectively so that you can see different ways to go, different places to go. If you haven't already, please go back and watch my videos about what meditation truly is. So all of these things are tools, whether it's energy work, whether it's meditation, whether it's shamanic journeying, whether it's doing shamanic ritual. All of the stuff that I teach is ultimately designed to put you in the place where you can wake up within the dream. Now, there are so many tools available in this path of thunder shamanism that, you know, what works for you may be different from what works for somebody else. While we're on that subject, let me talk to you about some really exciting changes that are going to be coming soon. So, as you know, I've started a new online Master Shamanism course. If you're not familiar with it, please follow this link right here. That'll take you to my Patreon page, which is where you can become a Master Shamanism student with me, and you can learn all of these different techniques in detail. There are so many different paths within it that everybody's going to have a different niche, you know, and some people are going to be masters of meditation. Some people are going to be masters of energy work. Some people are going to be masters of what we would call magic. Some people are going to be masters of philosophy, of art, of singing. All of these things are part of the whole shamanic whole. You know, Druids used to spend 20 years studying their craft. So you didn't become a Druid until you'd been studying for 20 years, and you learned philosophy, you learned storytelling, you learned herbology, you learned ritual, you learned meditation, you learned all of these things for 20 years before you became a Druid. So the same is true here. You know, that's how long I've been working on my path, is for about 25 years. And so I've done the same kind of thing. It's sort of a modern, you know, take on the same kind of path that the Druids went on. In fact, I remember one time when I looked at that and I had read what they did, I realized, oh, that's exactly what I went through. So, you know, had I been born 2,000 years earlier, you know, in a Celtic country, I would have been called a Druid. So follow that link and go to that page. And what I want to share with you that's really exciting is that, you know, people have been asking me, you know, how long does it take to get through the level 1 apprenticeship and all that kind of stuff? Well, I'm in the midst of creating a multi-level system where there are going to be multiple levels of apprenticeship and mastery and programs available for that. And eventually, very soon, I'm going to be creating a program where people can get certified, because at some point I'm going to need other teachers to teach some of these things. And people are going to be able to master in different areas. And just to give you a general idea, it's going to be based on the world tree. And the world tree, we have 9 worlds. And within those 9 worlds are different skill sets and different energies. And so everybody has sort of an attachment to one or more of these worlds. And so eventually you get to the point where, you know, for instance, an energy worker will be working with the powers of the East. A meditator will be working with the powers of the West. Somebody who wants to master magic will be working with the powers of the Southeast. So these just give you an idea of some of the different powers that are available. So eventually you're going to get to the point in this Master Shamanism class where you're going to figure out which direction, which one of the 9 worlds is where you resonate the most. But right now we're in the beginning stages, and of course you have to get a general education. So we're looking at all of the 9 worlds, and that's what we're doing right now. So go ahead and check that out. So listen, this is a much bigger topic, and I'm going to go ahead and make another one of these hour-long question and answer live videos. In fact, I may do that tonight. So keep your eyes peeled for that. In the meantime, if you like this channel, please go ahead and support it. I think you can still support the channel. If you don't see it above, scroll below where it says support the channel. But the best way to support this channel is to support the online university. I'm calling it a shamanic university for now, which is my Patreon page. Go to that, and that's the best way to support this work. And of course, you know, take a look and see what level works for you in terms of your training. Outside of that, please continue to watch these videos, subscribe, like, and share these videos with other people. You know, go on Facebook, go on Twitter, go on, I don't even know what else there is. Snapchat, I mean, I don't know. What other things are there out there now? Go and put, you know, links and videos about this channel so that we can get this channel huge, because the better this channel does, the more I can help other people learn, the more that my university will go better, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's it for now, my friends. Until next time, remember that there is no difference, now that I'm getting to it, there is no difference between an out-of-body experience and escaping the Matrix. You can have an out-of-body experience and still be trapped in the Matrix. That's what happens when people die and they go to the underworld. They're still trapped in the Matrix. They're still trapped in the dream. That's why they reincarnate. So the way, there is no difference. The Matrix, the illusion, is at the deepest level. It's at the soul level. The soul must learn and grow. And when the soul gets to the point where it realizes it is everything, then all the scales fall from the eyes of the soul, and the soul creates the reality that it wants to have, which will give it tremendous bliss. And then the soul wants to help others. That's how it works. So I hope I answered your question, Renee, but I'll answer it more in depth later on. So that's it for now, my friends. Until next time, may the powers of the universe be with you and guide you in all ways.